Without a Prayer is it's the opening number. It's my call to the gods or to whoever's listening to say, I'm this artist or I'm this musician making this record, and is it a waste of time? Is this in vain, making records, putting them out one after the other? Or is it like living in vain to not give something back, not to create something? So it's a way of saying, what am I going to do with all these songs? What am I going to do with all these prayers? Mind reader, tell me what I fear to feel and why. Hey, mind reader, let me see the scene behind the lie. That song is, it's about people coming into the house. One time this guy came into the party that I was throwing. And I thought, oh, I'll have a party. People come, bring whatever you want. I had a lot of parties on the roof, and one guy showed up late, like 4 or 5 hours after the party was long over. Came in, took 2 6-packs of beer, and got a car and left. I thought, well, that's a good party guest. Great, thanks. So, there's references actually hidden in the song to that specific event, but mostly it's about, hey, my better conscience is telling me that my friends are not necessarily good friends, or certain friends are really not friends at all. And I'm saying, mind reader being my mind, tell me, have I picked a bunch of bad friends? Yeah. Let's talk about irony. On My Hands it's one of those songs where I'm saying, I can't tell you why I have, it's like telling a person that you don't want to really be involved with anymore. I don't have time. I'm too busy for a relationship right now, or I haven't got enough time for you. I need space. I need time. And eventually it's like, well, you get time. You get all the time you want, because they'll go away, and you've got all the time on your hands. You've got too much time on your hands. You got so much time on your hands that you can think about why you've got no one in your life. Times are getting hard. Oops, wrong key. Well, anyway, you just listen to the record, you'll hear how it's supposed to go. It's in the right key and everything. B minor. Hard Again. Well, that's an old song. It's from 1988. It's before my first album even. It's before I even had my own band. I remember when I first met this guy, Mark Eitzel from American Music Club, and he was sitting in a corner being very morose. I thought, well, this guy's really bummed out. He must be really depressed. And later I found out that was just kind of how he takes on things, I guess, once in a while. But it seemed like he was so bummed out, and I just thought, well, times are getting really hard, I just wrote this song about it. My favorite part of that song, Dream Away, is, so you think you misunderstood, walking on ice to prove it if you could. Your cowardice isn't very attractive. Now that you've entered it, I've never reacted. I can't come to you with my magic sympathy to wake you up from your dreams of misery. Sad. Here I go, tell me how I found nothing was around for opportunity. And here I go, I fell in love about a year ago or so, and we're working out the details now about the love part, but as this CD-ROM gets older and older, I'll be able to look back in love, not in anger. But here I go. It's just a 15-minute sit down, write it beginning to end, done. Didn't have to touch it again. Didn't have to change a single lyric. Everything was just straight from the heart, and I just added a little French horn to give it kind of an English sound. Doctor's more of a downbeat number. It's about someone growing older and getting into their lives and seeing people come and go and kind of like in the way that Without a Prayer is is saying, you know, what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do with my art? And Doctor is about a person who goes through their life and things come and go, and would it be better if it not happened ever than to have pain in your life? And I think it's worth it. It comes up being worth it. And the song's about my mother and her, and seeing her children come and go, and seeing her life go through its changes. So. It seems very clear, if I'm afraid I won't have the things you want, just what I got. And that's Inside Outside. That's the bridge from Inside Outside. That pretty much covers a story that Inside Outside is a flip of the camera, so to speak, from Mind Reader, where people are not such good friends, where Inside Outside turns it around, where I'm not being a very good friend. I'm not paying attention to the people that mean a lot to me. And so it's just saying, you know, like, friends came easily, everyone who had a chance got out alive in time. And I just gotta pay more attention to the people I love. Roll On. That's a wacky song. That's pure fun song. It's about like an LSD drenched vacation or something. Not that I've ever had one. I'm looking forward to one next year, maybe, or the year after. But Roll On, it's just, well, roll on, roll on, roll on, baby, it's alright. Or whatever that means. I've nothing to do. Roll on, roll on, roll on, maybe make it all night. You're doing alright. And then I go on to talk about Mother Aunt Margaret and her sister Sin and heads of pins and all sorts of just free associated lyrics. It's just wacky. It's got the Farfisa organ going, and it's a fun one. It's a summertime song. Summertime Sun. That's. I used to live back east. I'm from back there, and something about when the fall time comes, and there's that one day in November when everything's dead, everything's gone. Yet it's not snowing yet. It's 40 degrees. It's dark at 5:30, and like all the love that you had all summer, your summertime loves are gone. You know, your sweetheart's gone away to school, I guess, so to speak, and you're all by yourself. Everything's gone, and so I'm like walking in Central Park thinking about Holden Caulfield when he came to quit his boarding school, and he's wandering around the city trying to be a grown-up, and I'm just kind of feeling the same way. I'm, you know, it just might as well snow. Is there someone you know, you're loving them so, yet taking them all for granted? You may lose them one day, someone takes them away, and they can't hear the words you long to say. And you have to hear the rest on the record, but that song is a David Gates song. He was bred. It's one of those songs that probably every 13-year-old girl that's now 32 says, "Oh, I love that song." But getting beyond that, actually, the song has meaning to me because it's written not about like some 14-year-old little puppy love thing, but David Gates wrote it apparently about his father, which takes the lyric into a total adult realm and makes it totally relevant.